welcome back. You're still locked in, of course, it's your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Power Monday. And what's better than having a Power Monday? That's getting a power workout in, of course. And Jamie Lee Domberg has just changed into an epic Woolies wear. So I'm going to call her in. Where are you, Jamie Lee Domberg? I need my swole mate out here. She's coming through.
That's how we Monday, everybody.
I got to say, well done on the choice. Looking good, looking like I can definitely try and put some sweat on this, but let's see.
Okay, let's
first
do it.
up.
Let's get it.
Jamie, we're doing something that's so synonymous with Monday. It's a power workout. It's breaking through barriers, it's breaking those boundaries, and it's obviously getting that momentum to set off the week. So we're gonna start off strong with this one, and I've got some kettlebells here. They're a lot lighter than what I know you can do. But I thought for demonstration purposes, it's rather better to show quality over quantity. So Mzansi, you guys at home, of course, you can use any sort of weight that you do have at home. You can use a water bottle, you can use a dumbbell even. It doesn't matter, as long as there's weight in it, and obviously the heavier, the better too. That's gonna give you that amplification of this power workout that we are about to throw down. So it's really simple. It's 3 compound movements, but every movement that we are exercising and performing, it's all about the power, it's all about that explosive speed, and it's all about the intention. So the intention with everything that we're doing here is to intend and to use that weight and to throw it up with vigor. So if I want to move the weight forward, I move it forward. All right, okay. You got it.
Okay, you're hurting with his voice. You move it forward. Move it forward.
Right, Mzansi, you guys can join us at home too. So what we're going to be doing is starting off with something which is the best move, in my opinion, when it comes to power. It's called a power clean. So we're starting with the weight at the bottom. What we do is not use our arms and our elbow to lift the weight up, but what we're actually using is our core, our hips, and our glutes, and we're driving them forward, and that's getting that power from this mid-region over here. So using our glutes to lift the weight up, the momentum literally brings that weight all the way through to my upper body, and I can rest it up on my shoulder over here, bring it straight down again, and then we can repeat on the other side. All right, so Mzansi, you at home, make sure you're using your core for this especially, of course, and of course also throwing those glutes and those hips forward. All right, that's really, really important. So let's do this again, making sure as well, if I am sitting in profile, that you're maintaining a really good, nice, neutral spine. So lifting the weight up, you don't want to have that rounded position. You want to be nice and straight, gorilla style. All right, so let's try 4 in a row. Yep. What you want to do at home is go for at least 45 seconds of this movement and then 15 seconds off. So right hand side, power. Bring it right up through. You're resting it on your shoulder, bring it straight back down, and then moving over to the other leg. Straight up in the air, boom, and then straight back down. I'm loving the vigor, I'm loving the thrust there. That's exactly what you want to replicate at home too. Moving over after your 45 seconds, you take that 15-second break, and then we're getting into something a little bit more technical. So you are very familiar with the kettlebell swing, of course. So what we're going to do here is a kettlebell swing, but we're going overhead. Overhead means that we're going to use our stabilizers, we're using our core, and we're going to try power through this movement into a power lunge. All right, so what it means is we go for a swing all the way to the top, overhead. Now, here's where it gets tricky, Mzansi. You've got to use your core, keep your stabilizers going, and we're going for a reverse lunge in this position. You ready for me?
Oh, wait,
yeah.
I didn't get that memo. Okay.
All right, so let's try this out. I'm keeping my core nice and firm. The weight is right above my head. I'm going to slowly reverse, get my leg behind me. There we go, beautiful stuff, and then exploding back up to the ground. Yeah, that's it. Let's go down slowly once again, and here's where that explosive movement comes in. Power through. How are we feeling over there?
We're feeling good.
Let's keep going. So all the way down, and this is where it's important. Use those glutes to thrust those hips forward, driving up. Lovely stuff. Let's go down for one more. And driving up, beautiful thrust. How are we feeling over there, Domberg?
Do you know what the misconception is? That people actually think the weight is heavy, but the more you use the bottom part, your core, it actually gets lighter, so you don't actually feel the weight at all.
Exactly that. And the good cue for that is, if it's starting to feel too heavy, question yourself, because maybe you're using too much of your arm and not enough of your actual body. Okay. The minute you start using your body in these workouts, that's where efficiency occurs, and that's where we're really creating power output in our body. All right, so it's not just about my shoulder lifting the weight up, but it's actually my entire body throwing that through. And this is exactly where we come to for our next movement. It's a kettlebell swing overhead into a single arm overhead turn, and then from here we're going into a windmill. So the windmill is going to provide mobility. And why are we doing mobility? Because you got your stretch on with your Woolies gear, of course. So this is where we're going to test it. So we're going for a kettlebell swing, right hand overhead. Nice and easy. How does that feel?
No, wait, I didn't get that.
Let's try that again. All right.
Yep.
So using the glutes, bring it all the way overhead. How are you feeling over there?
We're good.
All right, so what you can do in this position here, and there's various options, right? Again, we are using our stabilizers, like I did mention. So from here, we can do a power move, which pushes straight up into the air as an example. I just want to get creative because there's so much we can do in this position. And I wanted to test that shoulder out.
I'm putting it down, I'm not trying to, no.
So you can go for a press up into the air if you want, but the main priority here is the windmill. And this is standing tall, keeping that weight in the air, and dropping your leg or your hand all the way down to the ground. Keep your hand and eyes on that kettlebell all the way up, and then switching your swing. How does that feel?
I think we're going to practice that one a bit more. But if you want to modify that, if someone like me, because I'm really struggling with that one, how would you do that?
Swing it straight to your shoulder. From your shoulder position, in the same position that you are now.
Then bring it.
Then you go for your windmill, keeping that rotational force of the spine. That's going to work the thoracic movement, and at the same time, that's going to give you the mobility and still work the power chain that we're focusing on this morning.
Because at the end of the day, you want quality versus quantity. So I think that's perfect.
Exactly that, Mzansi. Of course, use those 45 seconds while it's quantity, like Jamie says, over quality, it's quality over quantity, not quantity over quality. And use that 15-second break very, very vitally because you want to put all the power that you can into this one. How are you feeling?
I think because I, again, looked good, you helped me choose this amazing form. It made the workout a little bit easier, but we still have a bit more practicing, and you did get a sweat into this one. So
Let's
we're
carry on.
good. There you go.
Whew.